and Benin talk. All right. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been offline. I've had a lot of our sisters who have been very concerned, and a lot of our brothers who have been very concerned. My attention has been drawn to some issues about what people accuse the Benin people of, and well, I always have a way of giving practical. I always have a way of giving practical demonstration to some of these things without being too or serious about it. Some of these things are not really very serious to me. Some of these things are not. Topic like these are really not very serious to me. About one or two things I'm just gonna lend my voice sort of. First, I don't have issues with anybody having a mindset, whether it's myopic or it's not myopic, having a mindset about this is what he thinks, about the relationship with his supposedly brothers, which they have not demoted to be now known as neighbors. So I don't feel slighted about that. If people don't want you, you don't force yourself on them. But in this case, it's just very few persons, and that is why it is not more of a big deal. If the Onojs are on, or the Esan elites are on to say some of these things that they are saying, okay, I would take it serious. I was like, oh wow, the matter is serious. So I really do not take bystanders, neophytes. Basically, I don't take them serious to speak on matter of ethnicity. It is not in my place to say whether these people are wrong or whether these people are right. It is not in my place, all right? But what I'm saying is that the Benin people shouldn't take some of these things too serious, because most of these people is just like an Igbo man, or it's just like, okay, it's just like an Ikwere man is telling me Izoduwa that they are Igbo people. An Ikwere neophyte, someone who existence does not go beyond the Facebook page, is telling me that the Ikwere people are Igbo people. Then why I travel to Ikwere land, I meet with their kings, I meet with their professors, I meet with their historians, I meet with their elites, people who makes the ethnic group what it is, and they say that they are Benin. Do you expect me, Imasuen Izoduwa, to take that Igbo guy or that Ikwere young neophyte who probably does not know his left from the right serious? I've grown beyond taking people who are irrelevant serious. I only could feel obliged to respond to some of these things, all right, if people who are in the elitist position are speaking out. Otherwise, I feel that it's just cruise or social media charades. It comes, it doesn't survive beyond a year or two. It never has, and it will never be. All right? It never has, and it will never be. It doesn't go beyond a year and two. Most of these people who look for relevance, well, I don't know. I spend longer time on the social media space than them, and I'll be more consistent than them. So I should be in best position to say that all of these people, I've seen quite a lot of them, and I've seen they all fizzle out with time. You accuse the Benin people for being bossy, and you do a 360 turnaround and say that you accuse the Benin people for, what do you accuse Benin people for again? You said the Benin people always believe that they are on top, they have a superior mentality, and you turn a 360 degree cycle and now say that instead that the Benin people are from, the concept is that you said Esan people are not from Benin people. Okay, let's assume you're correct. You say because of that concept that the Benin people have, it gives them a superior mentality over your people, and that you want to bring that change. Well, that's beautiful. No one is saying you shouldn't do that. Then you do a 360 degree turnaround, and you're not doing what you accuse us of doing by saying that the Esan people are actually the guys who own this land, and the Benin people are strangers. So that means you're doing what you're accusing us of. All right? So, and to me, it's not logical. You can't spite us because you feel that we have superiority mentality, and go 360 degree and I have the superiority mentality. So that means you are accusing us of what you're doing. And I find that hypocritical. It's hypocrisy. Where you say that the Benins always believe to be on top, and now you're telling us that the Esans are on top. So that is hypocrisy. So well, that's about the few things I wanted to speak about. I'm not into the old superior mentality. A lot of people have accused me before, and even some of my Benin brothers have accused me that because I've refused to talk the way they want me to talk, and I don't know whether they pay me to talk, they have accused me for being Esan in the time past because I am not coming out to insult them just like they are insulting them. And I was like, someone calls you a bitch and you return back and calling the person a bitch. So what gives you a moral right to feel that you're correct? It's all the same. You both have insulted yourself, so it doesn't give anybody any moral right or any moral ground to now feel that this is correct and this is not correct. So what I will continue to say is I'll continue to be Izoduwa on this matter, and I'll continue to say that don't have any bad blood against any people that accuses you of superiority. Like I think the last time I ever spoke about this topic, I gave a practical demonstration of what I think it is. And I do not feel superior to anybody. All right. And so that concept that concept should, in other words, what I'm trying to say inherently is that we shouldn't allow some very few neophytes, people who doesn't really matter, that makes us to lose sleep or lose our temper over these things. All right. I've always had one philosophy that has always worked for me. It is only when you give relevance to something that it becomes relevant. It's only when you give relevance to something that it becomes relevant. If you don't give relevance to anything, it's irrelevant. So do not make any of them relevant enough that you start discussing. You know, I don't mention names. Like I said, I actually don't mention names. It's a concept. I don't give relevance to anybody. It's only those who are really relevant people that I give relevance to, not those who are not relevant. So please do not give relevance to those who are not relevant. You understand? So don't do that. Don't do that. All right? Let his views be restricted to those who buys in his idea, of not those who buys in his idea. I don't think any intelligent person should buy into an ethnocentrical idea. I only think those who have always thought the way he thinks, or the way these people thinks, are the ones buying into the idea. And obviously the Igbo people, will naturally, and some Yoruba people will naturally buy. So these are the people that should be his cycle, and not with the Benin people. We should allow him be, or allow them be. All right. So to me, hatred as a result of modernity does not change history. No matter how, you see, a lot of tribes have been trying to upstage, upturn, revise the Benin history for years, for decades. It is still where it is. It has not changed. The Benin history is still profound, to still be discussed. You see, person you they push every day, you know, for years. Person you they push everywhere, you know, for. Sense should tell you that history is insurmountable. No matter how much you want to revise or try to tarnish, all right, our history, it still remains, because history is an event of the past. It has already happened. It's unchangeable. You can't change it. This wine a better wine. So relax. Don't get too serious with some unserious issues. When someone begins to have just one topic for 6 months, 1 year, one topic, you understand? Either is foolish, or either is jobless. You can't have one topic for that long. You just say, anybody who thinks, I only dispel Yoruba fallacies. I don't talk about Yoruba people. And most times, it's retaliation. I just cannot pick a topic that has to do with Yoruba, except someone Yoruba person somewhere had said something against Benin, and I'm retaliating. If you understand, I'm always retaliating to what people have said. All right, if I don't have anything to retaliate to, or a very concrete topic to teach, our people. I'd rather not come to do live video if I'm not inspired. Right now, before now, it's I have to have a topic, I have to find a topic to teach. But now, if I'm not inspired, all right, I will not repeat. I repeat, if I'm not inspired, I will not talk on any matter. So most times when I don't come on live, it's because the ancestors have not said speak on this matter. You know, I'm getting spiritual. I'm now more of like a spiritual person. If the ancestors don't say this particular topic, speak on it. So this one I'm speaking on, this first one on Esans, Benin, that's why I said I'm talking about it in passing. It is not, I've already said what I needed to say on that Esans issue. I've already said that on that Esans issue. Miscreants, neophytes, people who probably does not have sound education, people who, for the reason that they don't have cheap data, people who ordinarily, if Facebook were scrutinizing meta sagacity, those who can really reason should not even allow to do a live video, now have a social media forum to spew bile. You don't take them serious, like I've said. Don't give relevance to those who are not relevant. Otherwise, you start making them relevant. That is my cue. Almost all of these, I've been seeing quite a lot of these Igbo guys and Yoruba guys on my platform. And I don't mind them. Everybody, now my business I mind they go. You understand? If I'm not selling land, if I'm not doing business, I'm doing live video only on my own, then I cross post. So this video now I'm doing, this live video I'm doing now, it's also being played live on Association of Great Benin Descendant page. So I cross post. I think there's a way you can do it. Since I'm admin in these two pages, so I cross post. Well, I'm doing it on Warren Live, but it's also playing at the same time live on the Association of Great Benin Descendant page. So they call it, I think Facebook just introduced it. You introduce it cross posting. All right. So these are about my activities. So don't take these people serious. Don't take these people serious. It is not important. They are not important for you to not take them very important. Let them continue to run their mouths. I think there's a freedom for speech. All right, but there's also implication of having the freedom for speaking. So if all of these people are insulting us, these few people are insulting us, there should also be implications. There will be dire consequences, but not now. I have said a lot of people have been coming to insult the Benin people, to insult the Oba of Benin. Hasn't changed anything. It hasn't changed anything. Instead, our history, our global recognition increases day by day. Day by day. You know the way they talk about Benin, they go now for the world. It like the more that they insult us. In short, a time will come, we won't be paying these people. We should even be paying these people to insult us more, so that we are being recognized globally. And more insult, more recognition globally. So So let them, Unuyano, don't give relevance. I'm always saying some of our people who gives relevance to these people, it pains me. Please don't. Allow them be. Are they not insulting? Yes. They should keep insulting. It doesn't take anything from the Edo people. Sincerely speaking, there's one of my sisters, she always sends some of these live videos to me. Oh, brother, you need have it, you need have it, matter no, you need have it. It okay, matter. You know matter. But in my mind, I was like, may this sister shall just rest. May she allow these people be. I see their live video. All right, I see it. Funny enough, I see it. I see almost everything these people write. I see almost everything these people say. All right. But I always give a blind spot to it. You understand? I always give a blind spot to it. A blind spot. I always give a blind spot to it. All right. So we should learn that tactics. I know it's painful sometimes, but don't let it be painful. It's the norm. If you are not great, Edowe eranome kpakpa akbalo Edowe taiwo otien ramo popola egbe imaye na otien, you understand? Imaye na otien ma mo ganyan abi Edowe azo. So are they hungry? The otien ramo inscribe the Benin people, inscribe their rich cultural heritage, their history. So those local champions for other ethnic groups may not get history. Then they come, they pluck our fruits. May the CC do not disturb them. They are hungry. Many have a color. Let them enjoy from our rich fruit. You understand? Let them enjoy. Do not disturb them. Like I always say, our history is rich. It seems like, they see how global recognition, can't you see how global TV stations are talking about the Benin Act? Are you not seeing it? All these local champions, who become governor, who become councillor. The world is recognizing us. The world is talking about us. Benin, the great Benin people, and they are over. So let them keep insulting. Don't worry yourself about that. Like our brother said, once you are big, you are big. You understand? If we are big and we don't have these so much criticisms, we don't have these so much tantrums, we don't have this so much insult, that means we are not big. The biggest people have the biggest criticisms. The biggest people have the biggest oppositions. You understand? Even the Bible acknowledges that the more big you are, that is the more big temptation you begin to get. So yes, that's how Lucy, Karen, that's how we do it. To hurt them, we should continue to shout Oba talk forever. I've said it, we're unapologetic about it. If you are envious of the fact that a Benin man loves his Oba, don't you have a king? Love him too. Don't you have a king? Love him too. If your king begin to go on one bed party, they go burial ceremony, they go birthday party, they go political rally, and our own not they go. How is that? Now we cause your own mean they go party, go one bed, they go they chop rice for 16 years old there. The ancestors have warned me to stop talking bad of kings, so I will not be speaking so much against kings now. So I'll be warned. So, but for maybe for the final round, for the final, if your king goes to birthday party or political, that's not my headache now. That's not. You can as well stop it. You can protest and say that they say about Benin if they go birthday party. I don't know whether you understand. You can package your king. You understand? So, like I don't insult any king again. But you cannot not tell me that it is wrong. If you have how do I put it? If you have freedom of speech, don't have freedom of salutation or worship or recognition. Also, if you are free to speak nonsense or talk all the talking, I'm also free to revile my Abba. It's my Abba, it's not your Abba now. You have said it's not your Abba, it's not your king. We accept with our full chest. But you can also not tell us that we shouldn't revere him. You can also not tell us that we shouldn't say he's the greatest king on earth. We haven't stopped you to say that is the greatest king or duke or whatever or chief priest on the entire earth. So, Obama, I adore him, and that is why I'm ashamed of some Benin people who think that denigrating. Anyway, with the great Benin ideology, they are not even Benin person. Any person, so, please, like I said, nobody should pick quarrel. Do not insult anybody. All right. For the fact that there are few misguided people does not mean that a full ethnic groups does that. I can also stop Benin people from retaliating because personally, I think what some Benin people were quarreling with me was this, and I think I need to say it. When I be on my son when magba, if some certain Esans are insulting Benin people generally, there should be also some certain Benin people that should insult Esan people, thereby making the equation correct. But I'm not that part of that section. I'm always going to be in the section of unity. That's what I maintain. That's what I've always maintained. But they also have a freedom for retaliation to speak. You can't insult a people for that far too long and you're expecting, well, because of sake of peace, it doesn't change the fact that we cannot also retaliate by insulting you back. But it's just that I will not choose that path. But those who wishes to choose that path, they haven't chosen wrong path. It is not in my place to say that they are choosing wrong path or right path. That one is left for God and ancestors. So it's left for the ancestors. I'm a very straightforward person, so I cannot deny anybody for saying anything that they want to say. All right. So Sundays are for relaxation. Since I no longer go out, I don't chill. There's no time. I don't have friends. I don't intend to keep it friends anymore. Because the way they are pointing out, I don't do friendship anymore. So I will all do my own. I work from Mondays to Saturdays. Sometimes on Saturdays I'm free. If I'm free on Saturdays, I go and get where they go for GRA. I'll go chill. Now one bottle of red wine. After I don't take them, you are the sourced goat meat or snail. Me so wa regen, me wa loya. Then this Sunday morning to night and sleep. Sleep and food. Yeah, you're ready, right? They read my room. I want to enjoy life. So say those times when I still go to chill with friends, man. Either they chill with friends. So these are about it. We must understand this. We must understand this. So, and again, everywhere hot for Benin, not be our fault. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere hot. You understand? As I all take like this one, like this. I don't want fun. I'll take an easy. Me like a cold water, but that's the issue. Now to the cost. Whatever. Oh, latter say, I knock me and some latter say people we get some quanta a few days ago. So I beg, more than all fights. I don't like quarrel. In my platform, it is brotherhood or tiangboyangima. Those who agree that we are brothers and those who do not agree, we are all brothers on my platform. So when you now go to your various platform, you will now become enemy. If people knows me, if you have had a one-on-one discussion with me, you know that I'm not that very, very serious person. Like I don't get, this life is too short that people to pull matter for head. Go. If you dare with me, even if now so you dey insult us for the past 50 years, say you can't deal with me, you can't meet me. What's up? Only that now I no go drink or eat where you did because we big time. So again also. So but as me and you're the crack joke. Anybody that I'm a very free person. I joke a lot. I don't get serious about anything. I heard some people say that why is it I don't always get serious when I'm talking on live videos? For crying out loud, you don't need me to have a poker face like this before you can be able to grasp the words of wisdom that I protrude from my mouth. So calm down. All right, if you don't know, go and play Rema. You know, say Rema, our song. He newly released one song called "Calm Down." So calm down. What? Calm down. Life is not that too serious. People take life too serious. So life is not that too. The only time I divest now when I not sell land, I not see money. If money they enter my account like this, there's nothing you do. Maybe will make me vex. Me I walk you turn me now here 4 plots in here. Oh, give me our gear. So that's why. This is the end of your kingdom. Go and mark it. Well, I don't think my kingdom was created, Peter Henry. I don't think my kingdom was created by humans. And the fate of my kingdom will never also be determined by humans. It is God Almighty, the creator of life, that ordained my kingdom, that ordained the creation of my kingdom. And humans never ordained it, and they can also determine it. You understand? So while you guys are working very hard to ensure that, we are also working very hard not to ensure that. So should I want to tell a story, but I will not tell you. I want you to keep being ignorant. I want to tell you stories of the people who had know your boss who swear. I want to tell you a story of the people that have actually bragged that they were going to bring Benin Kingdom down. Many years ago, they are dead. And Benin Kingdom is still here. The reason Izoduwa can never support any human being against Benin Kingdom is because it's why we never support government or personage over my kingdom, is because it's an institution. You're going to die, but Benin Kingdom will remain. The Benin Kingdom will remain. You're going to die, but the Benin Kingdom remains. I'm going to die. You're going to die. Everyone dies, but the kingdom remains. It's the institution, and that is why I'm loyal to an institution that is entire. It's an institution that is almost 2,100 years old. Over 2,000 years old. That is worth fighting for. Okay. So allow the ignorant person continue to speak in ease or ignorance. It doesn't change anything. Like I always say, hatred and jealousy is a disease. It's an inner disease. It will eat you. Or is it real way? Or is it real way? You understand? Do not hate anything. Do not hate anybody. It's a disease. It will hit you, eat you to your grave. Like I always give an example. As a young man, when I was growing up, when some of my friends find my trouble, I'm going to keep hatred with them. Do you know that when I bump into them, my mind they always fly. Now they're wrong way, but I mean they keep the hatred, but I mean they feel and pass. So I've learned never to hate anybody. Otherwise, the hatred will hit you. Oh, why are you over here? So free yourself from hate and jealousy. It will eat you deep until it consumes you. The people who you hate so much will still be existing. No matter how you will hate Benin, the Benin people will still exist. No matter how you will hate Esans, Esans will still exist. So don't hate anybody. Don't take your comments beyond what it is and start to see it as a hatred, and you start to hate the people. Otherwise, you be the one to feel it more. So, don't hate anybody. Otherwise, now you will feel and pass the people. You understand? I'm sure that when those guys, when they bump into Benin people in all the countries that they are, they'll be shocked. They'll be the one who will not be very why? Because they house hatred. How do I kinegbe? but you are the one who chose that path, and that every path that you chose have its consequences. All right. And so do not choose that path of hatred. Otherwise, where's the king? You understand? Where I mean, if you come Benin now, if you see me, maybe you're the popori they go. Now you go to hide your head, say, I don't know whether if Izoduwa see me now, whether he will drag my leg, come out. You understand? For 18 Benin now, if you come Benin, so anytime all these people take come Benin, so why the people that they are hating, they are just purporting their life to stupor. I don't know whether you understand, because we don't even know whether these people exist. Now these people now carry hatred. They are the one who feels it. I don't feel it. If I see any of these people for Benin, I mean, go me there. Bros, you enter town. How far now? Why then? And then with they dodge. Because I'll see come live video. Say, I see that guy. A day. You understand? And they will come they hide. The people who you are hating, they are purporting their life and enjoying their life. So I would not advise you not to take the path that anybody not to choose a path that they have chosen, but there are always consequences for decisions. If any decision taken by anybody, there are always consequences. Right decisions gives right consequences. Wrong decisions give wrong consequences. So, so don't be bothered. Don't be bothered. Don't be bothered. You understand? So I always say things the way they are. Don't be bothered. Why? There are more important things as Benin people we should be thinking about. And maybe from next week I'll start to talk about things that Benin people should be thinking about. Not neophytes, not nincompoos. But you know, they are not important. You understand? If not me and all of them they deal with. If not me now, everybody be like me. All these people now they talk about Benin people. Because me, I be master ignorer. You know, I be like Wizkid. You know, I be another version of Wizkid. Wizkid is a guy who doesn't talk. You like to insult the guy from now to the next 20 years. And he doesn't even comment. So that's the kind of person I am. I read everything, but I just read it. I just don't comment. I don't. Because I don't want to give relevance to the matter. I don't want to give relevance to the matter. So I don't comment. You see, I've not mentioned anybody's name since. But I don't want to give relevance to the matter. Understand? So it is exactly, it's hatred will lead to depression and frustration. So at the end of the day, now we will see come pray for them. Maave ave zese yawe emota negbewe ryan. Now we will see go carry orwe. Aye maave we say pumpkin. We say pumpkin o. Maave ave yawe mota. No mu ya. No mu ya gbera. You understand? So okay, I think he called me. What did he call me? He called me a Yoruba person. Well, if you like, you call me Fulani. If you like, you call me Yoruba. But the most important thing, Manyaido. Manyaido. So however you call me, whether you call me Ibirama, thief. If you like, you even call me what do they call that tribe? Those Shaka Zulu people for South Africa. You like, you call me all those ones. It doesn't concern me. But Manyaido. And there's nothing you can do about it. So that's just a message.
You know anywhere? You know anywhere Facebook? Because then you approve any. I've seen you. When end there, I'm inviting you now. You see. You are Wemionia. I'm adding you. My mama Mila wants to call you.
Okay, I reckon somewhere audio you without video.
Oh, homa share Facebook. I'm on You are on. You are on.
Yo, I don't know why it. Why ya wa bebe ne o. Wa be wa u. Wa ko yo. Ibi do ni mo se ibi do ne wa. Itu wa ya fere. E o e mega aje bi megwesin. Wa hiage wese kakabo emini bunu wa explain, also the concept of umagbanedo. Runda zere beno je vitendo do etie ne do rekwoni. No any here memobo lele runda me we ne dona itie ne we emiesi atieba ibia do ya fe ehia mudia wa mioni awe adobo we amadobo beti bene dona ido ene we emino zeve bino heki ona hin egbe no sunu vasena no ya kan we bobriski we here awe mi very oni emini mani emina ya kabwe na ya itunji edomu we emina wabedo edotie nedoga kwani erioyi. So thank you so much. Even that was what I thought about before I named this page Umagbanedo. So but a lot of people don't really understood that. So thank you so much for the time you really put to explain these things to the people that don't still understand the concept. So no, my brother ukabo wa here west is even one way day sabo no reacting ba wetin no ri wegbe no mi kemi ya fe no salobo afin agbo mi kemi ya fe uga mo so ebi no mi kemi na ya nyakmo ya ga so wo bono ma die do veni ka orin ga mo dia no when amure agi more when na gbe agbo hihi enika ono to ne do ya fe ya gwero zevi inwinesi no wawo the social media na no ya la e mana ga de o sa bo no de ba we work gi o wa we ya fe
say
even if we need a I want to speak a little bit English, even if it is pidgin English. Most especially, many of I will still call them our Eastern people. That this thing is becoming too rampant. The way the Esans for so many years now we have been dealing on these issues, I don't really know what we are going to do about that. For now, for so many years we have been on this, that the Esan, majority of them, on social media since the social media came out. Sometimes I will continue to, I will wonder to say, do these Eastern people don't even know that those who were existing before social media came out, or there was somewhere called the Edo land before the social media came out? So these have always been my questions, because if you come to look at it, majority of the Easterns, all they know is always attacking the Benin unnecessarily with their many insults to the Benin. Let's even assume they are throwing these insults to us alone. That can be, okay, maybe somebody will just say, okay, let's try to tolerate that. But when you come and look at the high places, the places they will be throwing these insults to in Benin Kingdom, Yeah, I don't know. It is unbearable. Sometimes you cannot no longer tolerate these things. And when you come and look at it, it's all for nothing, over nothing. Not that there's any conflict, not that anything is happening at all. But that is how these Esan people, if at all you succeed in stopping some group of them, you will see by tomorrow, next tomorrow, other ones that they are more than the ones you thought you have already succeeded in stopping them in some, in any which way at all. Other ones are still going to come up again. And always their target, the place they will always start with, is always the Revere Palace of Benin Kingdom. They insult all, in fact, places, I don't know how to say it. So what are we, it's not enough for us to just always say, let's keep on, let's not, let's not mind them. Or let's try to overlook things. Why? Because apart from these places they are throwing insults to, the high places in Benin Kingdom, because I don't want to a kind of maybe committing abomination too with my own mouth. Okay. So apart from that, the propaganda, they are there. Their lies, their fallacies, their propaganda. And they will even go to the extent of telling you they are only laying these propagandas, the fallacies down for their next generation, maybe miscreants and nuisance like them, coming up again to come and, start dealing on that, hoping that they were telling the truth, that their next generation is coming to come and ask us again. That's why they want to make series of this video, several of this video, so that other ones coming up like them again, the insane ones amongst them again will come and start with these videos they are making down, which they are very numerous. How are we going to do this? I don't know if our fathers will be able to look into this. Because the way I'm seeing this, this thing is not going to stop, because we have been on it for so many years now. Even the people that started it from the beginning, some of them, I saw some of them the other day when they were in Benin, showing their house, that this is the house I built in Benin. But you came online for so many years trying to brainwash your people that the Benin's are this, they are that. Hey? There's nothing they will not say, trying to, in fact, to spoil our good name, to spoil our good name as the Edos, to tarnish our image as the Edos, to depreciate our good image as the Edos, to depreciate even our good values as the Edos. Sometimes they will push people into being insulting like they are also. But we the Benin's are not like that. The Edos are a well-mannered, hospitable people. We don't really know how to insult. We are not insultive people. But sometimes they will drive you to the extent you don't know what to do any longer. You don't know what to do any longer. And if we are talking about the Esans right now on social media, majority of them are, even when they will be, displaying this, their madness, you will see a lot of the Esan people too going to start clapping for them, sharing those videos of their propaganda and fallacies. How could you leave your own father evil and you start insulting another person's father? And you expect that person to remain silent? So their insult is beginning to be too much. Sometimes I'm afraid that this thing may go and lead to a tribal, I don't know what to say. You understand?
All right. And if I No problem, ma. I think we'll deliberate on it probably in.
If they want to keep on insulting us, it's not going to take anything away from us. But let them stop insulting places they are not supposed to. Places that they are higher than them. They know we don't joke with such things. Eh?
Okay. No
and
problem.
if you come to look at it, among everyone in the Edo State is always some people that have been doing this for so many years now.
All right, mommy. No problem, ma. No problem. We'll fair
Thank you, my brother.
Fair all that you said.
Wesley.
Call it.
Wesley.
Okay. That was a very long one. Speaking. The only thing, the only matter that I want to speak on this matter is this: we cannot. It can't be tied for a man. I totally doing a way at all. All right. I want us to understand this. If they say that they are trying to put the history in the right perspective, all right, and they are going to give it to future generations. We also, the Benin, we are not all dying now. We also have our children that we are also educating, that will also be the future generations of the Benin people. And we're also doing live videos to also try to make corrections about this. So I feel it is not what, to me, I know it's painful when someone leaves his own father and starts insulting another person's father. It is lack of home training. I cannot say because they're insulting the Oba of Benin, then I want to insult. There's nobody in Esans land that I will insult, that we equate whatever insult that they will give to the Oba of Benin. Would I not equate the Onojes with the Oba of Benin? That's even a greater insult. All right, so we are left with a sad choice that when they insult, pour insults to one, we don't have an equal measure. All right, you understand? We don't have equal measure. So, but the whole thing I would just say is that it's not me. To me, I'm not saying people shouldn't take it serious, but to me, Izoduwa, I don't see this. We have a channel. If I want to present the matter to Omonoba tomorrow, or I have a channel that I'll present it this evening, then it will get to Omo tomorrow. All right, our ancestors and God have done that, but we have very multinational issues or multi-faceted problems that we are supposed to talking about. Not these people. These people are not that really important. Not these people. Now, some few of these people. There is no rationale for you to believe that majority of these people. No, that's not true. Majority of them are my friends, and they don't think the way these people think. All right, they don't think the way these people think. All right, so there's no rationale to say that majority of these people think this way. No, it's very few of them. You know, so if people with over 1 million population and just less than 2,000 of them are talking on social media, it's not majority. They are far minority. All right, so please, let's just allow. Like I said in the beginning, it's not really a very important topic. The important one is your mind. So that was the one. I just wanted to say that in passing. You accuse us of being superior, and now you do a 360 degree, and you are not saying that you are superior. That's hypocrisy. To me, that is hypocrisy, and that's what I'm kicking against. So, Noah. Hello, Dama. Hello. You real live video, but I'm running off now. Dama. But I'm rounding up now. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Once I'm done.
Okay, all right.
So, I think this is the longest time I've ever been on any live video. It's 2 hours plus. That's amazing. It was very good. I appreciate all of you who have been here. Spend 2 hours with us. You guys are most amazing. So, let them say whatever they want to say. Esan and Benin or Edo, however you want to say it. We are one. All right. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Sentiments do not make history. No matter how sentimental, no matter how grieved you are, all right, that we change the fact that you are brothers. If they say we are not their brothers, but to us, they are our brothers. So to them, we are not their brothers, but to us, they are our brothers. So let's have that mentality. Even the prodigal sons in the Bible returned, find their way back home. So let's call them prodigal sons. Something like that from biblical perspective. So it's not that too serious. We take things too serious. It's not that too serious. All right. We are one, please. All right. Don't get peace. Absolutely. Let them say what they want to say. All right. It doesn't change the fact. For the fact that you say we are not one, it still doesn't change the fact that we are one. The fact is that we are one historically. All right. So. So anyway, no insult. We shouldn't be insulting ourselves. We should. I know the Igbos are the ones orchestrating all of these things. They find me. But anyway, I want to blame Igbos too, because when you open yourself for these things to be orchestrated, surely they will be orchestrated against you, and that's what they open themselves to be orchestrated, and that's why they're orchestrated. So, why I always say, so we're rounding up. So, boy, no do anima, no banima. Only no to sad. Who does it? The technical say. Why I always say, no about talk about it says. So I'll see you. For those who are still interested in the land, you can call me. Then so we can talk. Why I always say, about talk about it said.